So rivalry, among competitors is high. Since RMU gets the majority of its students from Pennsylvania and the Commonwealth overall is experiencing a 14% drop in enrollment, competition between RMU and its rivals is going to become even more fierce in years to come. Threat of new entrants in higher education in general is very low. Not only are new institutions not likely to open, there's a common understanding that between 25 and 50% will close or be consolidated in just the next 10 to 15 years alone. The bargaining power of buyers is very high, so except for top Ivy League institutions, every other institution of higher learning across the country is feeling the crunch of stagnant wages and the economic troubles to come, especially with COVID-19. So, right now, the power of buyers is extremely high. Right now, RMU is engaging in a strategy to attract students who are considering its rivals, such as University of Pittsburgh, Penn State, Kent State, and also West Virginia University. So not only is RMU looking to price match students accepted to those institutions, but they will also offer a $3,000 scholarship to those students. Threat of substitutes is medium. Substitutes to four-year institutions are attending community colleges. Those are great options because, or attractive to many students because you can get an associate's degree in 2 years and gain skills needed for certain positions. But then if you do decide to go on to a four-year institution, you have saved a lot of money on your first 2 years of college. Then, of course, there's getting a trade and attending trade school, which, again, tuition is tends to be a lot cheaper than a four-year institution, and you are generally guaranteed a high-paying job. There's a huge deficit of skilled workers across the country, and so that's a very attractive option for people who may not want to go to college. Then there's a lot of online class options available these days. You have YouTube, Coursera, edX, some of which have partnerships with universities and do offer classes as well as specific skill building workshops for free. Also, a lot of professional certificates are available online as well. Then, for many who feel that college may not be for them or it's just not affordable, there's joining the military. You can still learn valuable skills. And some employers do provide preference points for veterans and may guarantee review of their application and sometimes an interview. The bargaining power of suppliers is medium. So in higher education, faculty, staff, facilities are the suppliers. At RMU, the faculty are members of a very strong union. So for them, the bargaining power actually might be high. Staff are not unionized, and so their bargaining power may be a lot lower unless they do enjoy a very strong reputation or expert set of skills that makes them a little bit more attractive. And then, of course, food service and facilities, dorms, etc., are a very important factor for individuals considering going to college. And there are a lot of options to choose from. And so, because there is a mix among the suppliers of high, low, etc., I felt overall it was medium. And so eliminate, reduce, raise, and create. I do feel that RMU should raise and highlight even more its organizational partnerships, special programs, and unique degrees. RMU has a burgeoning corporate training and corporate relations program that can create more value and greater competitive advantage. And RMU has top-rated degrees, for example, their master's in engineering management and unique degrees such as sports management. And by focusing on these unique and specialized areas, RMU can carve out a niche market and increase competitive advantage. RMU should focus on an inclusive campus culture and community and work to increase school pride. According to niche.com, RMU rated a B- for campus quality. While 24% of students did say they love the school and have a lot of school pride, 60% said they really like almost everything about the school, wish a few things were different. This is a great opportunity for RMU to make some improvements. Uh, News does travel fast, whether it's social media or word of mouth. And so the more students you have that just absolutely love the school, the more likely you are to continue to attract students. My recommendation is for RMU to consider refocusing some of the resources that go to sports and perhaps focusing more on other non-athletic programs such as theater and music or academic and professional focused competitions and opportunities for students and staff. Since RMU is a professional focused university, there are a handful of Division I teams that RMU has that do enjoy some great success and some others that don't as much. And so perhaps focusing a little bit more on some of the more successful teams would be a better use of resources. And then RMU should consider again reducing the size and or salary of the top 20 earners. This could increase operational efficiency if they were able to redistribute some of that to more support staff and and improve overall student interaction and value, perceived value. So a balanced scorecard. So RMU is going to face and is facing some enrollment challenges. And so they will have to make tough choices regarding spending and finding ways to improve revenue earnings. So again, RMU should consider ways to possibly reduce the salaries of the top 20 earners, compensation for those individuals, and consider reallocating those resources to more support staff. Increasing student enrollment, engagement, and perceived value is also very important. An overhaul of its PR and marketing campaigns should also be considered. The school website has gone through some recent overhaul and is very beautiful and visually pleasing and could be a little more user-friendly. According to a 2015 e-expectations report, 80% of high school seniors say a college website shapes their overall perception of an institution. So the website and its usability is extremely important. And again, RMU really should look to highlight the programs that are unique and also increase diversity. Not just among its student body, but also its faculty. RMU's faculty is 89.5% white, which is even less diverse than the overall student diversity. And so that does go a long way in terms of attracting and retaining a broader community of individuals to consider RMU. So another goal, identifying employee standards and improving human resources, employee resources, providing opportunity for professional development, advancement, and promoting cultural change. RMU should continue to track employee performance and development, create yearly anonymous evaluation for employees, perhaps to rate the university to see what kind of internal changes it can make to better support its employees, who are some of its main stakeholders. This is a breakdown of the 2018 revenue sources, which can be broken down into 4 sources of income: tuition and fees, fund development, events and entertainment, and auxiliary sources. There has been a steady, if not at times somewhat slow, increase in assets and asset value, but it is an increase. Liabilities were on the decline until recently. This may be due to the building of the UPMC Event Center. And despite some sluggish growth in assets, net assets grew overall at a seemingly faster pace. And then return on net assets, this is an important ratio in higher education and shows how well an institution is handling overall investments. There was promising growth until 2016. This does coincide with a period of very rapid growth when RMU built 3 buildings within 5 years at ARM. And then revenue and expenses have grown steadily together. There again is a great opportunity for RMU to find ways to lessen expenses, perhaps widen the gap between revenues and expenses by further investing in auxiliary revenue, such as the Sports Island Complex. Now that RMU has the UPMC Event Center, again, that's another opportunity for revenue, as well as a corporate training program. And then steady growth in tuition revenue, which is important because, again, this is the bedrock of RMU's existence. And as you can see, RMU's grants and fund development has not always been consistent, even though they did enjoy a very good year, 2018, which made up of 7% of its overall revenue. So if RMU can find a way to make fund development consistent, this could really help to improve its financial standing. Again, same thing with investment income. It has been consistently much better the last 2 years. If RMU can find a way to increase this, again, it can help to improve its financial standing. And then again, other revenues this is a great opportunity for RMU to expand its reach, increase value, and make it and provide greater competitive advantage. So RMU's main strategy right now to entering foreign markets is to recruit international students. As of 2018, RMU has 577 international students, approximately 11%. And they come from 3 main countries, Saudi Arabia, Canada, and India. RMU also offers exchange programs and has a robust study abroad program to 25 countries around the globe. This helps to provide a global education for RMU graduates. It is also great marketing for RMU students who travel and interact with people in different countries. RMU also sends international recruiters to other countries to participate in international job fairs and recruitment campaigns. RMU has the Rooney Scholar Program, which invites international scholars to serve as faculty for a semester and share views, teach courses on campus, and share ideas with students. More colleges and universities are looking to the global marketplace to compete. International students generally pay full tuition and they provide more diversity for a campus, which tends to be attractive for students comparing campus to other campuses. There are now global college rankings for students specifically seeking the best global and competitive program or programs outside their home country that can provide the best overall experience and cost value. So RMU should really consider world university rankings and not just US rankings as part of their strategic plan. Other colleges and universities have also opened up international satellite campuses, and this is something that I think RMU should consider doing. And so recommendations, again, RMU should continue to explore increasing revenue through events and entertainment and other auxiliary sources. RMU should consider opening a satellite campus in one of the 3 most represented countries, perhaps Canada. It would be a little easier to reach. Again, this could increase its global footprint and provide even greater opportunities for students. Perhaps shifting focus of its rivalry from larger downtown institutions to include smaller rural or suburban schools, working to attract more diversity among students, faculty, and staff, finding ways to better support non-traditional or older undergraduate students, expand recognition and influence of community engagement programs, find ways to lessen dependence overall of revenue from international students and single country by attracting more students from other countries, And again, using the pollution in Allegheny County as a way to allow the engineering majors studying sustainability to become experts and gain professional advantage, taking something that could be looked at as a disadvantage to a greater advantage.